Hello again everyone, this is Metapod, and sorry for the long wait, and welcome to Let's Play Innocent Life Episode 3. I do plan on continuing this series. I really don't want to give up on it. I just don't have a lot of time to make new episodes right now, so please be patient. And I really appreciate all the nice comments everyone has been giving me on this series. I was really surprised because the game starts very slowly, and it'll still be a while before we get to some of the more interesting aspects of the game. And I'm really glad to hear that people are enjoying it, even in the state it's in now. So thank you very much, and I do want to continue the series, so I look forward to more episodes later, though I can't guarantee they will come in any kind of timely manner. So, to catch you up on what's been happening while I rambled in the beginning, Life is awake now, and it is time for his first night in the ruins. So he's going to go start his own life now. He met up with Dr. Hope, who was standing over the grave of his ancestors, and he wished Life well, and they're about to go set off to the ruins. Our guide and escort is a man named Moonlight, who is an artist who creates lots of interesting work across the entire island, Heartflame Island. And well, you'll see what I mean when we see them later. I really like the random pieces of art that he's put around. I think it adds something interesting to the game. This game is really a lot about atmosphere, it seems to me, and I think that adds to it. Here you'll notice Moonlight points out that he doesn't think that Life has ever been in a cave before. And later on he'll say something, again, peculiar like that. The cave music is very nice. I like to explore caves. We don't get to hear a lot of it now because we can't go into caves yet, but we're going to take a long walk to the ruins. We're going to run here in a second. Notice that Moonlight's beard and hair bounce as he runs, and he has a special running animation. I think they put a lot of work into creating his model, despite this being pretty much all you see of Moonlight for most of the game. You'll notice that winding rainbow-colored pole in the background. That's one of Moonlight's artistries. Here we see the ruins for the first time, and I really like the way the scene opens up with the trees moving past you as you walk toward and it getting closer. I think it was really an artistic camera angle for something like this. You know, I think they really did put a lot of thought into these kinds of things. I also like the comment that Moonlight makes about the ruins being beautiful because they're in decay. It's these kinds of things that make me really appreciate this game, despite it being probably one of the worst in the Harvest Moon series as far as gameplay goes. Outside of the exploring caves, which I really like, but the atmosphere and things like that, I'm going to talk about the atmosphere of this game a lot because I really like it. I don't know, I think it makes this game worthwhile to play, or at least to experience, if you're only able to see it through videos like this. And you'll notice before coming up here, when we were looking at the ruins, Moonlight made a comment about how Life does not understand beauty yet. And so I think the game is trying to hint that Moonlight is good friends with Dr. Hope, and he knows that Life is not human. And you'll also see that he says he's not sure that you're going to be able to bring life to the land, and he thinks that the people of Volcano Town feel the same way. And I think that sets up the mood of the game a lot. It really has this melancholy, depressive, pessimistic mood to the game. which will change as the game goes along. And that kind of feel, I think, is really important. So we're going to spend the night the first day of our ruins, our ruin home that was pimped out by Dr. Hope, and he gave us some tile and a nice kitchen and a nice TV and a crappy bed and table. And this creepy old man is kind of hovering over us as we wake up. And I guess that's how the game wanted to introduce Franco, who is just another person who lives at the ruins. And I've never gotten all the way through this game before, so maybe there's a reason he's there or something. But as far as I know, he's here just to push the game along in the beginning. He's going to take us up to the farm and tell us about things on the farm. Kind of serve as a guide for the basic gameplay that we're going to be introduced to here in a second. And we did take the tutorial that taught us how to use our tools, and now we're going to put that to work and actually work on our farm for the first time. I wish I would have tried to leave to see what kind of dialogue it gave me if you try to leave before doing any of this, but I forgot. I did try watching TV and stuff before this, and it tells you there's no time. Anyway, here we have the fields of the Easter ruins, and this is where the core gameplay, the core farming gameplay is going to take place. Actually, a lot of the gameplay in this game is exploring caves and exploring Heartflame Island, unlike other Harvest Moons where you pretty much focus on the town and your farm, and sometimes other things like mining, but this game has kind of different gameplay than others. Franco went ahead and tilled up 9 squares for us, I guess so you can see that the land is tillable here. And we're now going to be able to plant our real crops. I'm going to go ahead and till an additional 9 squares since we have those extra seeds we stole from the tutorial. I'm also going to change the way the time and energy display because I like to be able to see it at all times and not stand around and wait for it to pop up. You'll also notice I changed my tools using the buttons actively instead of going into the menu every time because that's possible. And here I just kind of get a feel for the order the tools are in. And we're also going to be getting experience as we use our tools like we were before. But now our PP is going to drain, so we have to watch out for that. And when the PP is completely drained, we are out of actions for the day. Here I'm going into the menu just to make sure I have the right seeds equipped since the bags look the same from the outside. I'm going to plant the turnips that we received as a gift, and then I'm going to plant the potatoes that we kind of stole from Gaiac and the virtual farming tutorial. In this game, in all Harvest Moons, there seems to be different types of ways seeds work. In this game, you can plant individual seeds and buy seeds one by one, which is not all that common. It was like that in the Wonderful Life games. And as far as I can remember off the top of my head, those are the only games that had that same type of system. And so here we can till wherever we want, plant wherever we want, one seed at a time, instead of bags having a set pattern to how they plant, such as 3x3 squares of 9 or rows of 6, like in the newer games on Wii. You'll also notice I watered the extra square, and I'm hoeing some more squares here. Just we have all that PP to use, so we might as well squeeze out all the experience we can from it. But before I waste a lot of time doing that, we're going to talk to our visitors, because today is field trip day for the students of Volcano Town, and they get to come to the Easter Ruins and see what it's like. So we'll meet the school teacher, Sharon. There's another teacher, Max, we'll meet in a bit, and we'll kind of get a feel for what kind of people live on the island by meeting the children that live around the town. You'll Simon lives on one of those auto farming ranch. Big is analyzing the water, so he doesn't want to get sick from eating some kind of mutant vegetable. You can see he's very well fed, so I'm sure he worries about food a lot. Here's Lionel. He complains about the politeness of introducing yourself first. I think it's just another little hint that, you know, life hasn't learned proper etiquette and everything quite yet. I like all those little touches. I'll keep commenting on those even though they're very minor and half of them probably accidental or, you know, very easy to come up with. Everyone will talk about the scenery too, which we'll get to see later. I guess it does look pretty cool. We'll get to see Becky here. Becky has one of the more interesting designs. She doesn't look as bland as some of the characters do. And then the afternoon bell is going to ring, and we'll continue in the next episode. I guess I can post longer videos on YouTube now, but I didn't know when I recorded this video, so they'll get longer around episode 5, I think. Thank you for watching.